And welcome to the Ripley Valley State Secondary College Raptor Dome for this round 5 F League clash between Ipswich Futsal and River City FC. The men's turn now. The women played a bit earlier with a resounding 16-0 victory to River City over Ipswich, but the men will hopefully be a different story. Ipswich, let's go through their lineup, coming off back-to-back wins and starting a season which looked broken after 2 rounds. They've found themselves in 5th on the ladder. They have Sam Godbold in goals and the number 1, Ethan Motley number 2, number 4 is Liam Donoghue, number 5, Charles Harricks, number 8, Sam McCosker, number 9, Kajesh Sharma, number 12, Elliot Brown, number 13, Azan. I'm just going to leave it at Azan. I cannot pronounce his last name. Number 15, Scott Fenn. Number 16, Kyo McMath. Number 17, Waleed Chowdhury. Number 18, Nathan Ham. Number 19, Blake Worth. NL backup goalkeeper today is number 21, Cruz Cullen. Whilst for the men from Brisbane, we have number 1, Corbin Fell in goals. He'll be starting there today. Number 2, Dylan DiToro. Number 3, Kai Bowman. Number 4, Harley Brown. Number 5, Saman Tanapi. Number 6, Jalen Vaughan. Number 9, Ryan Jones. Number 10, Orlando Lopez. Number 11, Daniel Apricio, the second goalkeeper. Number 13, James Holden. Number 16, Matthew Joubert. And number 18, Jai Broughton. And we have Lopez on the ball now. He is there with Ryan Jones on the court, as well as Jalen Vaughan and Broughton with him here in number 18. For Ipswich, we have McCosker, Fenn, Donoghue and Sharma on the court. Broughton cuts the ball back from a tight angle and off the chest of Godbold there early on and cleared by the Ipswich defence. Broughton drops it back to Vaughan, back to Broughton, squares it up to Lopez. There's movement happening aplenty here for River City. Jones with the ball now, drops it back to Lopez. He's got Vaughan left, calling for it, but the ball goes eventually to him via Jones. Vaughan plays it to Broughton, goes down the line, does Broughton to Vaughan's run, and his shot is well saved by Godbold at the near post. And a blistering start from River City with the ball in attack. Vaughan on the ball. A 3-line there for River City. The ball is left for Jones. He plays it to the back post where Broughton is, but it is picked up by Godbold. He looks forward. He goes eventually to Donoghue. He goes square to Sharma. He looks down the line. There's McCosker. Square is Fenn. That's where he goes eventually. Goes back to Sharma. He looks up, tries to go through Jones. It doesn't quite happen. It ricochets to Donoghue, who looks up, goes left to Sharma. Sharma goes with a flicked shot over the top of Fell, but bars the back post. And the first opportunity for Ipswich in this game. And the game is off and running end to end very early on here in the Raptor Dome. Broughton with the ball. He's got Sharma in front of him. He drops it off to Jones, goes down the line to Lopez. Lopez looks up as a wall of green and resets to Jones. A little bit of movement here from River City. He's going to try and open it up, but Fenn is there to block it and see the ball back down the line. Broughton with the ball. He goes for the run of Lopez, who squares it up towards the run of Vaughan at the back post, who eluded his defender, but the ricochet ended up slipping out of the hands of Godbold for a corner. River City go to Broughton at the top of the D, and it's well blocked there by Sharma and Donoghue. Donoghue doing the bulk of the blocking. Lopez then goes short to Vaughan. They set it up, they reset to Jones, who's sitting a bit deeper. Goes right to Lopez, back to Jones. McCosker's in front of him, he drops it off to Broughton on the left side. He's got Vaughan trying to make some runs down the right side. He goes, makes his run diagonal, Drake's a defender with him, and then resets to Lopez. Setting up with a flat four here, River City, until they can find some space. They make their runs, but the shot from Broughton is well blocked by Donoghue. Lopez now holds it down that right channel, squares it, drops it back to Broughton, who squares it out to Vaughan. He takes on McCosker. McCosker sees him going backwards. He thought he might have had a foul there, does Vaughan, but the referee doesn't agree, and the shot from Jones trickles past the back post. Some expert comments will come from the bench from Ipswich FC Academy Director Sean Levinson, but the ball finds its way to Sharma, whose second shot is well saved that by Fell. It finds its way back out to McCosker, eventually into Donahue, and between Donahue and Sharma, they've both had shots that have ricocheted off their own team, and it is now safely with River City. If you are hearing some distortion in the microphones, it's because the wind has picked up in this commentary position. I do apologise. We'll try and cut that out as best we can. Broughton goes square to Lopez and then makes a run down that left channel, was tracked by McCosker. Lopez takes on Fenn down the line. He goes towards the near post. It ricochets off the post into the rail to Sharma. It's just him versus two River City players. He goes to the right and does not pick up a foul against him. It's well defended by Jalen Vaughan, and River City reset with the ball. Ball to Lopez down the centre of the court, and the keeper does a good job there, Godbold, in making himself big enough, and the shot from Lopez steers past the near post. Sharma and Donahue in the backcourt here with Fenn. Donahue rotates through the middle. McCosker takes everybody right. Sharma had some space down the right. He goes to the centre for Donahue, doesn't quite find him, and they reset. Fenn looks up, drops it off to McCosker. Goes left to Donahue, back to McCosker in the centre, and the run from Donahue goes, but the ball just beats him. Fenn rolls off for the first time, and McMath is on the court for Ipswich. A very young team for Ipswich on the court at the moment, all youth-aged players. And two more youth-aged players ready to come on. Oh, Lopez drives towards McMath, drops it off to Vaughan in his own half, goes to Broughton, who drops it back to Jones. He makes his run through the centre of the court and takes McCosker with him. Sharma on Jones. Jones plays it out to Broughton, and they reset. McMath resetting there. Donahue looked to line up with his left. He eventually got his shot away with his left, but Lopez had done just enough to force his shot wide. And a scintillating start from both teams here as we work our way through the first part of this fixture. 3 off for Ipswich. We've got Harricks, Azan and Motley on the court for Sharma, Donahue and McCosker. Azan rolls it out to Harricks. Harricks looks up, drops it back to Azan, goes over the top, and the chip can't find the run of McMath. McMath doesn't go anywhere. It's well defended by Ryan Jones at the back there. He drops his pass off to Broughton, who plays it centrally to Vaughan. Vaughan goes out to Lopez, goes back to Broughton, and they're just rotating through the back here. Ipswich following and tracking and holding, but Broughton finds himself alone at the top of the D, but his touch took him away from goal. He drops it back to Vaughan, who's well defended by Harricks, and Motley now breaks forward. He cuts it onto his left, goes out to Azan, takes a touch, and his touch is just a touch too heavy, and it's out over the sideline for a River City kick-in. Vaughan drops it to the middle where Lopez is. He makes his run down the line to hopefully find the pass back from Broughton, but Broughton, his ball 1-2, a long 1-2 down the court with Lopez, ends up in the keeper's hands. Well defended there by Harricks, keeping his body in between the player and the ball. And the ball from Godbold is just moved to safety for Ipswich. Lopez drives forward, cuts it in the middle to Broughton, and thought it looked like it came off Dry Broughton's foot, but the referee disagrees. Tough call there for Ipswich to take. And River City start with a flat 4 again. Flat 4, and then they drive forward. They drop 1 or 2 players forward and hope for the run to create the space. Ipswich up to the challenge so far. And River City looking to maintain their spot at the top of the table. And they have Kai Bowman come onto the court now to replace Jalen Vaughan. What a luxury to have Bowman, DeToro, Joubert coming off the bench for River City. Holden amongst others. But this young Ipswich outfit up to the challenge early on. in this match. McMath holding high, and that's Lopez goes square to Kai Bowman, and Bowman chips it away aimlessly for an Ipswich kick in. Harrick's on the ball. He's got Azan left, that's where he goes. Bowman presses him, takes a touch and it wins it a little bit. And then Broughton couldn't quite reel his touch in, and he goes out for an Ipswich keeper's ball. Azan finds Harricks. Harricks looks up. Ball gets stuck under his feet, and just a little bit of room and a little bit of space and a slight error from Harricks, and Broughton pounced, but his shot flicks past the back post. Godbold goes long to McMath. His touch is good, but picked off by Jones. Jones slips on the court and is eventually tackled by Ipswich, and they reset. Harricks with the ball down the right. Goes back to Motley. Motley back out to Harricks. Harricks looks to drop the ball off and make a run through the centre of the court, and that Motley finds it back there. The ball is in the attacking third, and Ipswich almost finds its way to goal. Lopez. There probably could have been a reverse kick in there. Okay, the referee letting that one slide. Probably needs to do a bit better in that instance. For those wondering at home what the issue was, the River City player being subbed, it's okay for him to take the kick in, but he's got to step onto the court first to become active, and then he can take the kick in once that happens. 12:46 left in this first half, a scintillating start to this game. And that was Matthew Joubert stepping onto the court for Ryan Jones, who'd slipped over moments earlier, didn't look comfortable. The ball is flicked in between Broughton and Bowman, and Bowman's shot from the top of the D. Motley reached out but couldn't quite get there, and that is the first goal of the match to River City. And with 12:35 left on the clock in the first half, it is Ipswich Futsal 0, River City 1. It was an excellent setup play, a wonderful pass from Jai Broughton to find Kai Bowman at the top of the D, and Bowman made absolutely no mistake from that angle. Brown on the court for Ipswich with Donahue and Chowdhury and Fenn. Holden on the court now for River City. And takes the spot of Jai Broughton. The goal scoring machine is James Holden. Ball ricochets off the back of Lopez, and eventually finds its way to Scott Fenn. Brown tried to dance his way down the line, it didn't work. Joubert was up to the challenge, and the ball ends up at the feet of Bowman. He gets picked off by Fenn. Donahue goes to his left, goes out to Fenn. Fenn looks up, goes back towards Donahue, and it bounces off him and into the path of Brown. Brown looks up, he uses his left peg and he's not able to beat that first defender, and goes out for an Ipswich kick in. Oh, Brown's ball to Fenn is too much power, and it flies out for a kick in way further forward than it looked like from the commentary position. Referee really struggling to understand the rules so far of this fixture. An incorrect kick in is usually a change of possession, but a good save there from Sam Godbold at the near post keeps the score at 1-0. Holden goes down the line to Lopez, who hasn't come off the court yet. He drops it off to Joubert, back to Lopez. He's got no runners down the line, but 3 central, and went to Bowman, who went back to Joubert, goes and finds Holden, and Holden's left leg is what they will avoid, finding the contact with the ball. And a sliding tackle from Chowdhury there is an excellent tackle, and it looked like it took a touch off Lopez, but he grins his way back to kick it in. Joubert with the ball, drops it off to Bowman, wraps around. Brown picks it off, takes one touch with his right, shoots with his left, and it's well saved by Corbin. Fell with a follow-up from Chowdhury. He is saved again. No, it's just a wide shot. It does save it. What's happening here? It is a corner. No, it's a keeper's ball. Referees conferring. Tough for the far referee to make the call, but that's what it looked like. Lopez goes down the line to Holden. Holden looking to get his left foot onto it and then just steps straight through it and kicks the ball at his teammates on the bench. Holden drops it off to Lopez. He looks up. Chowdhury in front of him. Cuts to the right. Drops it off to Jobert. Jobert goes down the centre of the court to find Godbold. He goes over with his ball to Fenn, and Fenn tries to get a flick on it to beat Fell, but Fell is the only one that touched it in the end. Lopez drops it back to Jobert. Jobert goes right to Bowman, makes his run through the centre of the court and takes Chowdhury with him. The ball finds its way to Holden, and James Holden, his right-footed shot, cruises past the post, and it is an Ipswich keeper ball. Fenn with the ball now, goes to Brown. Brown back to Fenn. Out to Donahue. Drops it off to Fenn. There's not a lot of movement from Ipswich here at the moment. Just happy to hold their channels. The ball finds its way to the feet of Donahue. Goes back to Brown. Down the line towards Fenn, and his run has beaten him. For the first time today, De Toro is on for River City, and Lopez takes a breather. Jobert with the ball. Goes to Fell. Fell's got some space. Drives to the centre of the court and has a shot from middle of the court, 10 metres out, just to the left of his goal that he was shooting at. And fast thinking there from Corbin Fell could have seen River City double their lead. 9:51 left on the clock in the first half. De Toro on the ball now. He looks up, drops it off to Jobert. He takes a heavy touch, and Chowdhury almost pinched it off him, but did enough to win the kick in for Ipswich. Donahue goes to Brown. Brown goes square to Fenn. Fenn looks up. He's got not a lot happening. Does find the feet of Donahue in the middle. Goes to Brown, who takes his touch and pass down the line to safety, and Ipswich reset. The ball is with Jobert in the backcourt. Goes to Bowman. Bowman almost got picked off by Brown and Chowdhury, but keeps it and breathes a sigh of relief as they reset. De Toro and Jobert playing it between themselves at the moment. Trying to find some space. He go right to Bowman and then make his run down the centre of the court. He keeps going down the centre of the court. He eventually picks it up off James Holden. Ball drops back to Bowman. Donahue in front of him. He goes in the right channel to Jobert. And they go left to De Toro. Back to Bowman. Holden playing a very distinctive target role here for River City. But the ball finds its way to the feet of Donahue, and the left-footed shot happened from outside the court. He did beat two players on the way through there. Chowdhury dropping off for Ipswich, and McCosker back on. Looks like Broughton and Jones and Lopez and Vaughan about to come back on for River City. Brown picks off the ball. It was scheduled for Holden. Goes to McCosker, and McCosker holds off Matthew Jobert, and his left foot beats the left side of Corbin Fell, and it is one goal each here in the Raptor Dome. Ipswich Futsal 1, River City 1, and we have 8 minutes 30 left on the board in this first half. A wonderful finish from Sam McCosker, then excellent work from Brown to win the ball in the first place. And Ipswich are on the board in this fixture. River City made that full team sub after that goal. Sharma picks off the ball, loose pass from Vaughan. Vaughan doesn't quite pick the ball up, but did enough to win it back for River City. Lopez with the ball. Would have had a break for all of 1 minute, Orlando Lopez. He's got the ball. He's got McCosker directly in front of him. Broughton now one-on-one with Harricks. Vaughan sitting wide to the left. He tries to make a run, checks back, and here's Azan sitting in front of him. Drops it off to Lopez, who goes square to Jones, back to Lopez. Harricks is sitting in front, and then peels off. Jones Played the ball to Vaughan, and his ball beat Azan. Azan goes left to McCosker, and McCosker goes across goal, but Azan playing the ball, couldn't make his run forward, and wonderful counter play there from Ipswich. McCosker picking the ball up in the first place, bringing Azan into the game, and then couldn't quite make his cross/shot count. Pressing high here, Ipswich. The ball is at the feet of Jones, goes over the top, and Jalen Vaughan got out of the way of Godbold very quickly there. And could have ended up in hospital if that had gone pear-shaped. Ball out to Vaughan, goes down the line to Broughton. He tried to flick it back in behind him to the run of Lopez. Lopez is caught high. Sharma now with the ball. Vaughan in front of him, goes it wide, takes it and fires it to the back post, and there's no runner there. Lopez looking a bit tired out there. Vaughan's on his haunches in the corner. The game is being played at a breakneck speed here in the Raptor Dome. The ball from Vaughan finds its way forward to Jones. It's a wonderful pass down the centre of the court, and then McCosker does enough with the follow-up from Vaughan to keep the ball out. McCosker and Sharma playing with it in the backcourt. The run goes from Sharma and Harricks through the centre of the court. Picked off then is Azan by Jones, and Azan picks up a yellow card for his troubles, and that is the first foul for Ipswich. It's a yellow card to Azan. It is at 14 minutes. Two in the wall for Ipswich. Sharma sitting just off to the left, and McCosker at the back post. Attacking, we've got Jones on the ball. Vaughan and Broughton right in front of Sharma, the top of the D. And then far wide left is Lopez. He's going to go to Lopez, peels off the back. He goes forward and hits the back of Broughton's legs. If he was facing the other way, he would have had a tap in, but instead he was facing the wrong way. It's ricocheted off his legs at the back post, and it's an Ipswich clearance that sees River City reset, and a certain goal bouncing off the the River City legs. Wonderful free kick from Ryan Jones to hit the player at the back post. Very accurate, but didn't quite work for them. Lopez loses Sharma, swaps with Azan. Broughton now on the left, takes a touch with his left foot, keeps it in, looks at Azan, and Azan holds him up well. Drops it back to Jones. Jones drives forward, goes back to Lopez. Lopez goes square to Vaughan. McCosker meets him. 1v1 defense is working well here at the moment for Ipswich. Can you double him up? Broughton with an excellent turn on Azan, but Sharma's there to clear it, and Ipswich reset. Harricks was coming in to double up on the play there. Vaughan drops it off to Lopez. It goes out wide to Jones. Jones flicks it forward to Vaughan, and Vaughan back to Jones. A little flicky, tricky 1-2 there, and River City just reset. Well defended from Ipswich. Kept the ball out, but Broughton got in behind Azan there before he dropped it off to Lopez. Lopez went left to Jones, who dragged the ball out to create some space in the middle, but Broughton didn't take it. Broughton goes right to Lopez. Just sits all, the ball drops back, and Broughton has Vaughan on his left. Jones is on the right on the touchline. He goes for a goal, and he scores! Beat his player with his drop of his hip, and then beat the keeper with the shot. And Jay Broughton scores the second River City goal. And at 15 minutes and 2 seconds into this game, it is Ipswich Futsal 1, River City 1. 2, Ipswich River City 2. And Jay Broughton, after costing his team a goal with his back turned, makes up for it with a wonderful hip drop and strike to put them in the lead. Oh, the ball over the top from Azan doesn't quite get a flick on there from McCosker. And that is a fast break from Lopez to find some space, but just a little bit too much. And we have number 4, Harley, on the court for River City. I'll just get Harley's last name. Harley Brown. So 2 Browns in the game today, 1 for each team. Don't know if I'm allowed to say that. Ball is with Lopez. It's a wonderful pass to the feet of Broughton, and Broughton took a bobble touch but beat 2 players anyway. Sharma then drives forward. He's got Jones in front of him, takes him to the right and takes a shot. It's well saved by Fell at the near post, and he wins Ipswich a corner. Not afraid to take people on at the moment, Sharma. That was a wonderful play. Jones backpedaling almost had him, but the ball flies out to the right, and the shot from Azan is saved by Fell into the path of Charles Harricks, and Harricks smashes it home from right in front of the goal, and it is Ipswich Futsal 2, River City 2, and this round 5 F League clash is lighting up the Raptor Dome on this Sunday afternoon. Charles Harricks jogging on the spot there. Ipswich with a wonderful drive to start with from Sharma winning the corner. He took the corner, played it in. Azan with a shot to the bottom left corner. Was well saved by Fell, but nobody reacted from River City. And Charles Harricks smashed it home to equalise here. Ball is with Lopez. Holden is on the court with Brown and Jones and Lopez for River City. Ham is on the court for the first time for Ipswich. Ball is back. Donahue, Fenn and Motley, the other Ipswich players on the court at the moment. Jones goes in the right channel to Brown. Almost picked off by Fenn, but was strong on the ball and turned well, played it to Jones, and River City get the ball. The ball is played almost through the channel to a barnstorming run from James Holden, but the foot of Donahue flicks it out over the end line for a River City corner. Lopez with the ball on the left side of the court. He looks to cut in. There's no space there. He goes back to Jones, who sits at the top. He goes right to Brown. The run from Holden is there, but picked off by Donahue. The ricochet is off Jones. It will be an Ipswich kick in a very attacking part of the court. Donahue looks up. He's got Fenn running at him at the near post, and that's where he goes, but the shot flies out over the line, and there's a River City ball. Ipswich pressing very high and very fast with their defence today. Really making River City think about what's happening and forcing them into some mistakes that they possibly wouldn't make normally. Holden tries to turn Fenn. Fenn strong there, sees the ball out for a River City kick in. River City drop it off to Jones. Jones looks up. He's got Donahue in front of him. Tried to go down the middle to Motley. Motley had more time than he thought and played his clearance to the feet of Holden, but Holden was caught unstuck by the keeper, Godbold. Jones with the ball. Looks up. Takes the touch. Down the left. Drops his shoulder. Beats 2 Ipswich players. Well saved by Godbold. A double save by Godbold. And eventually, after a ricochet off Donahue, picks it up and goes long into the path of Donahue. Takes a touch with his right foot and almost able to square it up. Oh, delightful touch from Liam Donahue, deep in the pocket. Plays the ball across court to Fenn. Went to hit it on a volley with his right foot. Eventually turns it to his left foot. And Corbin Fell just settles things down for River City as they reset deep in their own half. Brown knocks it back to Lopez. Lopez goes left to Jones. Jones goes through the middle to Holden. He gets a face forward this time and eventually gets a shot away to Godbold. Fenn's done a very good job on Holden so far in this game, not letting him face goal very often. This time he'll do it again though. Takes a touch onto his preferred left foot and Fenn eventually wins it and does not quite win the kick in. Ball goes back to Jones. He's got Lopez right. He just sits back, just holds it, waits for Donahue to do something. Donahue just patient here in defence, just sees him go backwards. He tries to drive down the line, then dip in with his hip on the right. Doesn't quite make it. Drops it back to Lopez. It goes to Brown on the right. Brown drops it back to Lopez. Finds Holden on the left. They recycle again. Ipswich just sitting in their triangle. Donahue and Jones sitting in the pivot. Anchor roll at the moment. And the shot from Holden ricocheted off Fenn and then saved by Godbold. Brown is interchanged with Bowman. Bowman on the ball now, onto his left foot. Looks up, plays a cheeky little ball towards Holden, and Fenn is up to the challenge. Ham rotates off for Ipswich for Chowdhury. Fenn goes back to Donahue. Motley looks up, doesn't have his run there. He was going to go there. That middle channel was blocked. Donahue's run from Fenn almost rewarded, but out over for a River City kick in. We have 47 seconds left in this first half. Jones goes left to Lopez. Lopez takes a touch down the line past Motley and goes towards goal, but Fenn was sliding across and it hits him and goes out for a River City corner. So Lopez will be on the corner. Jones goes central. Bowman sits back. Jones will rotate back out to the left side here. Trying to do something here, Jones and Bowman. Having a bit of a conversation. I think they might have a timeout here, but it didn't quite happen in time. And the shot from Lopez is high over the goal. And River City calling for a timeout during that corner, but it didn't quite happen. 36 seconds left. Godbold goes long towards Chowdhury, but he's beaten by Bowman. Ball finds its way to the feet of Jones. Jones tries to beat Donahue. Donahue does enough for the ball to slide into the side netting. Fenn back on the ball. McMath on the court. He's got some room there on the left in that left channel. He goes forward. He's got Chowdhury in the pocket. He's got Brown behind him who overlaps. He keeps going. He keeps on his feet. Finds the ball to Brown. Brown's on his left foot. He goes back to the centre where McMath was, but doesn't quite make any room there for him. He doesn't get a touch on it, the room that he did make. 12 seconds left in the half. Lando Lopez with a big touch there, but made up for it with a good pass. But the ball fires out for an Ipswich kick-in. Chowdhury drops it off to Brown. Brown looks up and goes towards the camera and the commentary position, and a wonderful touch from the commentator sees River City with the ball. 3 seconds left. Block by Chowdhury, and that is half-time, and a pulsating half of F-League futsal comes to an end with Ipswich Futsal 2 and River City 2. River City took the lead through Kai Bowman on 8 minutes, and then Ipswich equalled it up at the 12-minute mark with Sam McCosker. Jai Broughton sent them ahead with a lovely little dip and hit with his right hip and his right foot, and beat the defender and the keeper to take them 2-1 up. And then Charles Harricks off a corner levelled it up at 2-2, and that's where we sit at half-time. Quick thank you to our platinum sponsors, Trento, our gold sponsors, CSI Ipswich. If you are there today, go to the sports bar. You'll be able to watch us and watch this stream there. We also have our bronze partner, Athletes Springfield, as well as our para partner, Statewide Sports, the Yule Sports supplier in Ipswich, in Australia, and our broadcast partners, Lockie and Alex at FFM. The River City coaching staff trying to influence the referees here at half-time, but Sean from Ipswich not having any of that. We will see you in 10 minutes for the second half, and hopefully a more exciting futsal just around the corner. underway here in the second half of this round 5 F-League fixture between Ipswich Futsal and River City Futsal here in the Raptor Dome. First half, pulsating, exciting, quality futsal played by both teams. And we are 2-2 going into the second half fixture with the top of the table, River City, up against the kick in here for River City. The River City bench arguing the foul, the referee just ignoring them at the moment. River City with Jobert, Lopez, Vaughan and Broughton on the court. For Ipswich, they have Sharma, Donahue, McCosker and Harricks. No change of keepers at half-time. Corbin Fell still in goals for River City and Sam Godbold for Ipswich. Ball played across the back from Donahue to McCosker before the ball from Donahue is fired off over the end line. Vaughan with the ball, drives to the centre of the court, drops it off to Jobert. He goes down the line to Broughton, drops it back to Jobert. He's got Lopez left, that's where he goes. Down the line is Vaughan, but he's got Broughton right. Broughton cuts inside, drops it off to Vaughan. He tried to make the ball back down the line to Broughton, but it's cut out by Harricks for Ipswich. A very skinny 5 here from the referee. Broughton has Sharma in front of him. Goes back to Lopez. He goes down the line to Vaughan, who flicks it on to the run from Lopez that didn't happen. And it is an Ipswich ball from the keeper. Starting slightly less hectic than the first half is the second half here in the Raptor Dome. Sharma goes down the line, goes diagonal to Harricks. It ricocheted off Lopez into the feet eventually of Jobert. He goes back to Vaughan, drops it off to Lopez, who makes a run down the line after he's passed it to Jobert. Jobert now with the ball again to Broughton in the centre of the court. He looked to look up, but instead he goes left to Vaughan, and his ball is fired into the mid-net. Sharma with the ball towards the back post, but it's cut out by Broughton, and the interception there from Harricks stops a fast transition for River City. Lopez looks up, Green in front of him, he goes left to Vaughan, cuts it to the centre of the court and finds it down the right to Broughton, whose drag back just drops out over the line. And Kai Bowman gets himself ready to come onto the court early on in this second half. Sharma and Donahue into play at the halfway line, trying to find some space. Donahue went down the middle, but an intercept from Vaughan sets it back up for River City. They have the ball now. The ball is with Lopez on the right side. He drops it back to Jobert. He finds Vaughan in the middle of the court. The run from Broughton wasn't rewarded, but Vaughan's touch was heavy and into the centre of the court, and well met by Donahue for Ipswich. Bowman's on the court for Lopez on the right side of the court here. That's where the ball goes now. Bowman cuts in on his left foot, finds the run of Vaughan, whose touch and pass towards Bowman didn't quite make it. It was cut out initially by Sharma and then eventually cleared by Donahue after a little bit of ricocheting there in and around the Ipswich defensive D. Deep kick in here for River City in their attacking half. Jobert peels off at the back. That's where the ball goes. It goes back to Broughton, who was met well by Sharma as he turned. And it stays at Ipswich Futsal 2, River City 2 with 17:20 left on the clock. Jobert drops it off to Vaughan, who eventually goes bound around him. Pass is cut out by Sharma, takes 2 touches on his right, has a shot that's well saved by Fell. He plays the ball to Bowman, who goes diagonal to Broughton, and Broughton's shot is well saved down to his left by Godbold, and a wonderful piece of transition attacking play from River City with the ball from Fell to Bowman, diagonal pass to Broughton. His 2 touches ended up with a shot that was well saved by Godbold. Broughton goes diagonal to Bowman again, whose left foot finds the top corner past the outstretched right hand of Sam Godbold, and a well-placed pass from the corner from Jai Broughton, finds Kai Bowman, and his left foot finds the goal. And with 23 minutes into this fixture, it is River City 3, Ipswich 2, and Kai Bowman scores his second of the match. Not yet, we don't have that. Wait for a timeout and then we'll do some sponsors then. Ball there, Bowman again with his left foot. Oh, and almost picked himself up a hat-trick there. Found himself running at Charles Harricks at the back there for Ipswich, or Scott Fenn at the back, sorry, for Ipswich. And his shot fires off to the left side of the goal. Multiple balls on the court at the moment. Ipswich just taking this point. Oh, and the referee's doing up his shoe. Always exciting. Godbold drops it to Fenn, and we restart with 16:40 left on the clock. McMath on the court with Motley, Brown and Fenn for Ipswich. And press there from Jobert. Ends up with Godbold. Brown looks up, goes diagonal towards Motley. But there was multiple River City defenders in the way. Brown goes to Fenn, back to Brown. Flicks it off to Motley. Motley cuts inside, goes to Brown's left foot, finds its way back to him. And Brown with a little bit of a follow through to Jai Broughton. There will be a rolling foul here eventually. Broughton goes with his left foot down that channel and squared it up. And Kai Bowman was just too upright. If he slid in there, he might have had a chance. But wonderful play from Jai Broughton again down that left channel, creating some space. Didn't quite happen that time. Looks threatening every time he's on the ball. McMath in between him and Fenn, deep in their own half, goes diagonal back to McMath. He's got Brown in front of him, he shoots from an angle, and Fell can't carry it, he can't hold it, and it parries over the sideline, the end line for a corner. McMath goes towards Fenn, but it's cut out by Vaughan. Fenn with the ball, fires it high and wide and over and into the scoreboard. And we are River City 3, Ipswich 2. With 15:54 left on the clock here in this round 5 F League fixture. Bowman with an interplay with Broughton, and his ball found its way to Vaughan, and Vaughan unhappy with the call from the referee. Ipswich go to the ball and they go play with it across the back. McMath to Fenn. Fenn looks up, he's got Vaughan in front of him, he takes a touch away from him, goes to Brown down the line, back to Fenn. Fenn goes to the middle of McMath. McMath tries to turn. Broughton holds him up. He does turn eventually. He's got three players on him, and Jobert is where the ball eventually triples off for an Ipswich kick in. Motley goes across to Fenn. Fenn goes diagonal towards McMath and doesn't quite make it. He then takes on Bowman and Vaughan and ends up with a kick in. Fenn goes to Brown. Brown drops it off to Motley. Motley's ball to McMath is played out first time to Brown. The ball is touched forward from McMath out of his possession and into the possession of River City. The ball squared up to Vaughan. He looks up, goes down the line to Bowman, whose ball came back into Vaughan, and his shot was eventually saved by Godbold after a couple of ricochets from the Ipswich people. A little push in the back there from Jobert, and he sets himself up at the back, able to play that anchor roll well. Ball rings out to Vaughan, who squares it to Broughton. A couple of subs, Lopez and Jones about to come back on for River City. The ball is with Jobert, and his shot flies into the feet of McMath. Mikoska, Sharma and Azan about to come back on the court for Ipswich. The ball, a good run from Broughton to the near post there, doesn't quite work. But again, very threatening. The ball is with Bowman. Chase a parallel pass to Jalen Vaughan down the line, and Vaughan's ball cruises past the back post and to safety for Ipswich. Lopez on the court for Vaughan. Jones still waiting to find his way onto the court. McMath with the kick in from the sideline. McMath, oh, it's a tough ball. It's a bad pass from McMath. Well and truly under hit, and Jai Broughton is just too good for a pass like that not to be punished.
18.
He picks it up and finishes with his left foot across the face of the goal, and it is Ipswich Futsal 2, River City 4, and we have 14 minutes left in this round 5 F League fixture. Jones on for Broughton now. At the 26th minute, he picked up his second goal. Was Jai Broughton after an underhit part from McMath was well and truly punished from the River City talisman. McMath to Fenn, goes right to Motley. Motley looks up, takes the line, and Fell sees it over for a keeper's ball. He goes right to Jones. Jones just has all the time in the world there, and then eventually decides to chip it out over the sideline for an Ipswich kick-in. Bowman there picked off the pass from Motley after a little bit of confusion between him and Fenn, and it was well saved by Godbold. Jobert with the ball. He flicks it to Jones, who goes out to Lopez. Lopez is Brown in front of him. He takes him on with his left foot and then holds it in before Brown pokes it through his legs, and it is a River City kick-in. Bowman's down the line. He steps over it for Jones. Jones takes a touch with his right. Looks up as McMath in front of him. Lopez wraps around. He goes down that left channel that Lopez opened up. And they reset again, this time with a corner. Goes over. Diagonal ball to Lopez, who picks it up. Drops it down the line. Goes back to Lopez. Ball to Bowman. Squared up for Jobert. Finds Lopez. A different day, he might have hit that first time in a volley and attacked it a bit harder. This time he just sits off and drops it off to Jones. Wrapped around there is Jobert. He's found himself in a mountain of space on the left-hand side as the whole of the Ipswich defence moved to their left. And his shot is saved over for a corner. The run from Bowman through the centre of the court. Brown drives forward, finds Fenn on the left. He takes a touch onto his left foot. He takes his shot towards the back post, but it's a sliding save from Brown. But Jones, who keeps the score at bay for Ipswich. McMath on the bouncing volley was never able to keep that down, hitting it on the rise, and fell with the ball. Starting with a flat 4 here. And the run from Jones beats Motley. Motley asleep at the wheel then, slides in, delays the shot originally, and then they double up with Brown, and Motley keeps the ball in and is potentially an Ipswich ball. Eventually it is not. It's an attacking ball now from the sideline for River City. He had to make up for a rather big mistake there. Was Motley didn't follow when he needed to follow. Jones found himself in an acre of room. He couldn't just quite get his foot into the right position to take a shot. Lopez cuts to the middle, goes left to Jones. Jones has got Motley in front of him. He drags it back, goes down the line, but Motley gets in the way and gets a ricochet off the feet of Jones, and we have a 3-player swap for Ipswich with McCosker. Just a 2-player swap at the moment. McCosker and Sharma back on the court. Broughton about to come back on for River City. Sharma and McMath in the backcourt trying to find some space. McMath goes square to Sharma. They've gone over halfway now. His ball does not find McCosker, and he's ricocheted. Then finds its way to Fell. The ball goes to the feet of Jones. There's a runner here. Bowman through the centre. He doesn't go there. He goes for the shot. It comes off the crossbar. Lopez doesn't quite keep it in with some fancy footwork on the sideline. And Azan and Harricks are on the court for McMath and Motley for Ipswich. Sharma with the ball on the kick-in. Goes towards the keeper. He thought there was a run there, but Fell just easily deals with it and rolls it out to Jobert. Ball from Jobert finds its way into space and cleared by Godbold into the Ipswich bench. Jones on the ball on the side. He's got Bowman back, that's where he goes. Jobert's in the middle, and on the far left was Lopez, which was where the ball ended up. Lopez drops it back to Jones, and they go coast to coast, trying to find their way back through this Ipswich defence. Azan holds up, Harricks helps out. McCosker joins in the defensive trio. The ball goes back to Jones. He's sliding forward. Sharma cuts it out. He's picked off by Bowman and runs into Jones. They'll play a rolling foul here, the referees. That was noted. Azan holding up. Doesn't go anywhere. The ball goes back to Jones. Sharma steps up, meets him towards halfway. Ball flies out to Bowman, and his pass, it's a good pass. Nobody told Godbold that there was probably time for him just to leave that, but in the end, the Ipswich into play goes out over the sideline. The referee needs to stop the game here and call the rolling foul. He does eventually, just takes him a little while. And that's 2 fouls for Ipswich this half so far. 10:37 left on the clock. It is Ipswich Futsal 2, River City 4 in this round 5 men's F-League clash. Lopez to Jobert. They play around with it in their own half. Lopez now drives forward. Got Azan in front of him. Drops it off to Bowman. Bowman flicks it towards Jobert. He ends up at the feet of Azan. McCosker drives forward. He's got his left foot and his right foot to choose. He chooses his left foot, and Jobert gets in the way. Makes a quick sub. There's a throwing of the bib there. Probably the referee should have picked that up. It's an automatic yellow card. The throwing of the bib, you've got to hand it over. But he gets away with that. Ball from Fell finds its way to the feet of Broughton, and eventually what looked like a very heavy challenge from Harricks is given up. McCosker then from the angle after Sharma drove down the centre of the court. His shot is high and wide, and Broughton having a chat with the referee about the agricultural challenge from Harricks that didn't get pulled up. Ipswich Futsal 2, River City 4. We have 10 minutes left, 1 quarter left in this match. Can Ipswich find their way back in? 2 wins on the trot for Ipswich after a very, very poor start to the season. River City looking to assert their dominance at the top of the table. It's been a tough old game so far, a fast and frenzied game if you like, and River City just starting to pull away. Azan and Harricks can't quite do the job before Godbold sees it out for a kick in from the sideline. Bowman goes back to Lopez. He's got Jones on the right, that's where he goes. Jones takes 1-2 touches, drops it back to Lopez. He goes left to Bowman. His ball to Broughton was cut out by McCosker, who goes down the centre of the court, and his shot with his left foot is well saved by the outstretched left foot of Corbin Fell, and we have an Ipswich corner. Oh, the ball there doesn't quite find its way through, and it is an Ipswich kick-in with Azan on the far side of the court. 9:17 left on the clock. James Holden getting ready to come back onto the court for River City. The ball eventually goes to Harricks in the centre of the court, and his shot is well saved by Corbin Fell, and it eventually finds its way into the path of Sam McCosker, who kicks it out over the sideline. Kai Bowman comes off for a rest as James Holden goes onto the court, playing with a more traditional target now, River City. He'll hold high. They'll look to find him and then play off him. The ball finds its way to Broughton. He's well defended by Azan. Jones goes down the line to Lopez. I don't know why Harricks stepped over that, but it just opened it up for Lopez. The ball peels its way out from Holden, who had his back to the goal. He played it off to Broughton, and Broughton's shot ball towards the back post where he thought Jones was. Didn't quite find Jones, and it stays at Ipswich Futsal 2, River City 4. Azan with the ball now. Sharma with the run. Tries to go over the head of Jones. Instead, Jones makes it a 3v2. Sharma breaks back, and Holden at a tough angle with his left foot doesn't do anything with it. And it is an Ipswich ball from deep in their own half. Harricks with the ball on the right. There's the Sharma on the left now. Nobody on the left to go to, can only go back through the middle or diagonal. Goes through the middle to Azan, goes out to McCosker. His ball doesn't find Azan. Azan takes a long time to stop his run. Creates a tough little angle there for Jones to have his shot. He took it anyway and was well saved by Godbold. Ball finds its way out, back out to Broughton, and Sharma with the tackle. Drives forward in that right channel. Lopez in front of him. Lopez makes the return challenge on him as he went down the line. Finds Broughton. It's a 3v1 here. They go right to Holden. Holden goes across the goal with his left foot. A different version of James Holden would have smashed that into the top corner. This one tried to play in Orlando Lopez, and the ball was just too hard. Did not find the run of Lopez. Went behind him, and it is a kick in for Ipswich on the far side of the court. Harricks hesitates on, goes down the centre of the court towards McCosker, and Broughton gets the better of him there. Broughton plays it to Jones. Sharma defends him deep in his own half. Ball finds its way to Lopez, well pressed by Harricks, but they find the loose player in their own half here. They can rotate it out. Jones goes diagonal towards Holden. Holden sees the ball out, takes a step back. Ball goes out. Azan on the ball now. Plays it to Harricks. Goes back to Azan. Got nothing down the line. Has to go back and sort of dribbles it out off his own foot. Lopez now. Back to Jones. He's got Broughton left. That's where he goes. Holden's in the centre of the court. Lopez is right. Jones is at the top. He goes to Lopez down the line to Holden. Holden fires it back into Broughton near the top of the D with his left foot. Broughton just eventually drops it back to Lopez and they reset. Jones again. He'll drop it off. Oh, it looked like he was going to drop it off behind him. Instead he went down to Holden, and his ball down that channel finds its way to what was Jai Broughton there, or Ryan Jones. Jones is brought down outside the block, outside the D, and it'll be a River City free kick. It took a long time to make a decision there with the referees. Contact happening outside the D according to the referees. Disagreement from the River City bench. It's the third foul from Ipswich for the half. Just got confirmation from my producer that the ball was definitely out. The challenge was definitely outside the D. He's watching it on the stream. The River City bench enjoying the banter between the producer and what's happening. Jones on the ball, fires it at the right hand of. Strong challenge there from McCosker. Ryan Jones falling early, picking up the foul. Probably could have kept his feet there and been a bit stronger, but that's okay. You can't breed everybody tough everywhere you go. Ball finds its way to Broughton. Broughton with a couple of juggles and a lovely ball to the on-running Lopez, and Lopez's right-footed shot is well saved by Godbold, and they reset with a corner. River City, 6:29 left on the clock. The chip over the top. Ball bounces once. The volley hit by Jones. Clears the goal and the grandstand and the court and just trickles off for a little holiday. New ball. Jones has a break, and Jobert back on the court with DiToro and Vaughan and Bowman looking to come back on the court. Broughton and McCosker there. A little bit of interplay. Ball finds its way to Motley. Motley goes forward. 1-2 touches. He drops it back to Fenn. Fenn goes diagonal towards Harricks. Wasn't quite on the same page. And it is the keeper's ball. Fell rolls it out to, the scoreboard's just gone off at the end. Yeah, look to get that scoreboard fixed up. The producer here at FFM is working with that. All the stuff is on the laptop, River City, don't worry. All ready to go. Motley with the ball, flicks it into the body of Jobert. And the scoreboard's back. Broughton centres it to Lopez, who just dribbled, leanders forward with it, finds Holden. Holden finds it back to the path of Lopez, and Motley and Godbold do enough to see it out for a Ipswich keeper's ball. Brown and Ham on the court with Motley and Fenn for Ipswich. Ball finds its way to Ham and his touch eludes him at the moment where he needed it. Lopez with the ball. Vaughan on the court now for River City. He's got the ball. He plays a little neat 1-2 with Lopez and he finds the ball back out to James Holden and they reset. The ball's found Jobert. Does he have a person tracking him? He does eventually. It's Nathan Ham. Motley wins the ball from Vaughan. Fenn, Brown and Motley get there and then the ball is played into the path of Ham and Jobert sees it out for a keeper's ball. The River City bench disagreeing with the call from the referees there. And it is an Ipswich kick-in in their attacking half. Brown rolls it back to Fenn. He's got Ham White. That's where he goes. Drops it back to Fenn. Brown peeling off now. Fenn tries to go through the middle. He does eventually. Finds Motley. Motley tried to roll it back into the path of Fenn, but fell on the ball. Does keep possession though. Goes to Fenn. Back to Motley. Goes back to Brown. He goes in the centre of the court to Ham. Ham keeps his feet putting that time, but his pass was weak. And the ball from Lopez doesn't find anybody but the back door of the court here. And it is Ipswich Futsal 2, River City Futsal 4. As we enter the last 4 minutes of this F-League fixture. Vaughan with the ball. Plays it to Lopez in the centre and rotates out to Holden. The ball from Motley on his left foot and his shot. Oh, it was a good save from Fell, although I think the leg from Fell brought the ball closer to the goal than if it had gone straight past. Fenn with the ball, tries to go through the gap towards Brown. It ricochets into the path of Vaughan. They've got a 3v2 here. He goes right to Di Toro. Di Toro lines up his shot and is wide from a very close range but a tighter angle. Toro with the ball. Godbold with the save previously. Fires up the shot for Joubert and the clearance rolls its way to Lopez. Bowman waiting to come on. Joubert with the ball. Drops it off to Lopez. He's met by Scott Fenn. He plays it to Vaughan. Made his run. Vaughan and Joubert, a little 1-2 to try and beat the two defenders in front of them, and they end up with the kick in on the far side of the court. Vaughan goes back to Joubert, he goes square to Lopez, tucks it into Di Toro, finds its way to Joubert, back to Lopez, and his ball beats everybody and it fires out. Fifth man now for Ipswich Futsal with Harricks putting on the keeper's kit and Sharma and Donahue going on the court. Playing fifth man with no defence at the back of the court at the moment. Harricks sitting very high. The ball from Donahue forward towards Joubert and his touch goes way out over the sideline. Brown finding his way off from McCosker, and Ipswich found themselves in a similar position last week, behind with 3 minutes left. Donahue looks up, goes back to Fenn, and they're able to set up their fifth man properly this time. Power play, the ball goes, the ball found its way to Donahue, but he couldn't get his shot away with his left foot. Got excited, panicked a little, goes back to Fenn. Donahue is right, that's where he goes. Sharma and McCosker in the pockets left and right at the moment. Fenn goes to McCosker. His shot is saved off the stomach there of the River City player. McCosker takes his defender on 1v1, finds the ball, finds his way to Sharma, and his shot is fired wide of the mark. And it is River City still leading 4-2. Ipswich pressing hard for a third goal here to get themselves back into the match. Pressing high here, Ipswich. Ball finds its way back to Godbold. He plays it off to Donahue, and Harricks comes back on as the fifth man, and they reset. 2:15 left on the clock. 2 goals down. Need to score here very shortly to Ipswich, but the shot from Harricks fires into the Gold Coast Force coaching crew who have come to watch on their way home. The line is on there. Coach Pickham calling the line. Doesn't happen. Lopez takes on McCosker. The ball finds its way back to McCosker. It's a 3v1. Doesn't quite get the ball away. Fell saves it. And then eventually Sharma taps it in at the back post. And it is Ipswich Futsal 3. River City 4. And a pick up there, an intercept by Sam McCosker. He drove straight at the goal. His shot was well saved by Fell. The ball dribbled eventually to the back post, and Sharma sliding in makes it a 1-goal game with 1 minute 50 left on the clock. Ipswich Futsal 3, River City 4. Donahue with the ball there, finds its way to Sharma. Sharma with his long leg finds touch and gets the kick in. And it was his goal in the 39th minute that brought it back to 4-3. Joubert having a chat with the referee over there. Referee pretending he's an airplane, and we move on. Donahue finds the ball back to Fenn, Harricks is up for 5th man again. Goes right towards Donahue, gets it onto his left foot. Oh, he's packed it in. It was there for McCosker to tap it home. And his shot got his foot underneath it instead of over it. And it could have been 4-4 with 1:25 left on the clock, but instead it's Ipswich Futsal 3, River City 4. And River City will look to try and drive a nail home here. That doesn't quite happen. Godbold's up to the challenge. They reset, slow reset. Fenn goes down the line. Vaughan intercepts it. Bowman picks it up. They'll just take some time at the clock here. Ball with Fenn. Donahue has a shot from range, and it's well saved by Fell. The corner with Sharma. 5th man on. Harricks is back on for Ipswich. Ball goes down the line for Donahue. Finds Fenn. Fenn looks up. Goes left to Harricks. Harricks tries to go to the back post where Sharma is. It flicks out to Donahue. He takes the kick in. Goes back to Fenn. He lines up from range towards Sharma. But again, well defended by Vaughan this time. 49 seconds left. 5th man in play. Harricks to Fenn. Fenn goes out right to Donahue. Sharma's tucked inside to create the extra player, and the ball doesn't happen there. McCosker didn't make the run to the back post, and instead they go long, and it's a corner now for River City with 42 seconds left on the clock. An exciting end to this fixture. 40 seconds left. Can River City drive the final nail home? Goes from range to Joubert, and the ball out over the top of the goal. And we have only took 3 seconds off, really. Probably could have done a bit more there. Harricks with the ball. He looks up, goes long towards McCosker. He battles with Vaughan at the top. He flicks it back towards Sharma. Instead, his ball is picked off by Jai Broughton. And Broughton does indeed get his hat-trick. And with 28 seconds left on the clock, it is Ipswich Futsal 3, River City 4. And in the 40th minute, River City score the 5th goal of the game. Can Ipswich try and find their way back to within a goal? There's a handball there. It took the referee a long time to call that. May have called it straight away, but chose not to. Who knows why. 17 seconds left here. If Ipswich can score, it's going to make the last 10 seconds very exciting. Fenn from a long way out. There's a run up longer than half the court. Drives it towards the back post. And it flicks off Bowman. Donahue goes back to Fenn. Tries to go diagonal to McCosker. 11 seconds left. They've got to do something here. Harricks takes a touch down the line. Finds McCosker. His ball's flicked over to Donahue. Takes a touch off his chest. And it is a Ipswich kick in. 3 seconds left. Ball fired from Sharma. Takes a touch. And that is a goal. And with 2 seconds left on the game, it is Ipswich Futsal 4. River City 5. And Ipswich have come very close to causing a massive upset in this F-League fixture. And Orlando Lopez clears it in a wonderful, wonderful round 5 fixture. Ipswich Futsal 4 go down to top of the table River City 5. A wonderful fixture from both teams. Lots of excellent futsal, lots of excellent goalkeeping and some outstanding court play. Sees Ipswich with goals through McCosker on the 12th minute, Harricks in the 16th, Sharma in the 39th and 40. Go down to River City 5, Bowman in the 8th and 23rd minutes, Broughton with a hat-trick in the 16th, 26th and 40th minutes. They do the job, they do just enough, and that is that. We'd like to thank our broadcast sponsors here at Ipswich Futsal, our platinum sponsor Tranto, our gold sponsor CSI Ipswich, our bronze sponsor Athletes Foot Springfield, our apparel partner Statewide Sports, the supplier of Yule Sport products in Australia, and of course our broadcast partners Alex and Lockie at FFM Football Futsal Media. If you aren't on their social media accounts, get on their social media accounts. They're doing their job for futsal in Queensland. I've been Ben Sharma. Thank you for joining us today. And what was the game of the round? It finishes with Ipswich Futsal 4, River City 5.